What's going on? You locked in with the Innovators YouTube. You already know I got the best interviews right here, man. I got my guy back for the second time. I got Fly Like Prime in the building. What's poppin'? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm great, man. Just enjoying. It's fun in LA right now, man. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Right now, to be from the West Coast, but for me, it's always been exciting. You know what I mean? But I like to see what's going on right now. I mean, it's a good thing from here to the Bay or whatever.
What's been good? What's been new with you? What you been up to? Like, how's life been for you?
Well, I've been just keeping my ducks lined up. I've been just supersizing everything I do, man, from building a brand to just putting my brand on steroids, man, just develop it, man. Setting up like goals for the next 2 or 3 years. You feel what I'm saying? The designing. It's just like with rhyming, it's the same process. I'm not gonna just go in there and develop one tracksuit. I'm gonna make 20 tracksuits.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right there to relaunch everything. Been doing a lot more acting and being involved, in front of the camera, as well as, the music is, it's a process, man. It's like Kobe, man. I stay sharp on it.
Yeah.
Stay sharp at the tool. Not, and that's it. Do more collaborations and, different things like that.
I did want to ask you this because it's a super hot topic, especially here on the West Coast right now. The Kendrick Concert. I've seen majority of people loving it. I have seen some people that didn't like it. What is your opinion on it?
I mean, I'm from LA. I mean, my opinion on the Kendrick thing, which was, I think it's great. I think it's probably, I think it's his biggest record. It's a great record. It's a club record. I don't think it just only brought LA together. Let's see how long that LA could stay together. Everybody wasn't at his show, which is, of course that's impossible to happen. But I like everything that I saw. One thing that I can tell you, want to touch on is that, it's about how is it going to help the rest of the independent artists from LA. I hope there's more embracement as far as more people getting behind LA music. See, I think a lot of the problem is the financing, the funds.
Yeah.
You feel a lot of people, everybody's independent, so it's you're only good in this as long as your money is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not getting no chili, I mean, your music could be great, but that don't mean everybody's going to hear about you. So it's no radios. It's supporting the West Coast. I mean, I would like to see things like people start their own distribution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Start their own means of moving merch and just going when I say independent, really go independent, set up different avenues of doing things and where money goes back to the artist or things like that, or just giving the artist the same platform as a major artist.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Kendrick's a major artist, so it got a major push. They playing that record down in Japan, which is great.
Yeah.
So how does a local LA artist get his music played in Japan,
Yeah.
or in Atlanta or Chicago?
Yeah.
See, so that's the thing about that. Everybody around the world is behind this Kendrick record, which was great. But how do we get everybody around the world behind LA music in general? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
That is a good question now. How do the independent artists get on that level and take it to that next level? Now, but I think that's something that the answers might not all be there, but I feel like you said, with the unity and people working together, that is something that can be figured out. And if people all put their resources together, it can happen.
That's what I would like to see happen, man.
And I, just to piggyback on something you were saying, but I did want to ask you, because you talked about as being an up and coming underground artist, you only go as far as your funds will take you. How does someone get the funds, or what are they supposed to do? Because you feel me, everybody don't got that hustle. Everybody not necessarily involved in the street. Do you think someone can just fund their rap career with a 9-to-5 minimum wage? I don't think so.
Well, there's a process to anything you do. I get it. If you got a 9-to-5, it's okay. That's cool. You got to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. But if I was in that situation, I had a 9-to-5, I would have a 5 to 6.
Yeah.
I would have a 9 to 5, and then I would get a second job from like 6 to 6.
Yeah.
So you got to double up and put pressure on yourself. You feel what I'm saying? There's no room for error. There's no somebody else is better, somebody else is doing this. The key is you got to focus on yourself. If you don't focus on yourself, nobody is coming for you. So you have to set a plan and be strategic. So me, I would double down and get 2 shifts, maybe work at Uber or do some DoorDash or something, work a 9 to 5, set up a business plan, things like that.
Yeah.
Set up a business. Once you set up a business, you start putting money in that business account. You get an EIN. You get an EIN number. I would set up a corporation, not really a LLC. I would do a corporation, a C Corp to be exact. I would set that up, put some money in there. I would make sure I get my credit in order. I would try to set up get my business credit in order, like starting off with some commercial lines of credit. See, you got to set up a plan. It's just like when you do music. You got to have a plan. But in order to do music, it costs money to do music. There's a way to do it correctly, but you can't just do it correctly. Sometimes you got to just jump out there. And the problem is with jumping out there, if you don't win, or you don't get things the way that you want them, some people can't stomach a loss, and that can just be just overwhelming for them. But you gotta have a strong stomach. You gotta be able to get back up. And so those are the things. You gotta do a lot of reading, and you still gotta do a lot of networking. But you gotta start somewhere, because the biggest thing to failing is by not pursuing, by not trying.
Yeah.
If you don't try, you would never know. You'll just have a what if in life.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You feel what I'm saying? Some people be scared to release music because they're like, I might get like 10 likes. Oh, you got to start somewhere. It doesn't matter.
Is that something that ever crossed your mind, or if it didn't, then I understand. But if it did, like, how do you work through that? Because you feel me? I think that's just something in life in general, even outside of music. A lot of people don't do shit, or they're hesitant to do shit, not only because of what others might think, but just not wanting to fail, not wanting to look like a failure in the eyes of others, which is, for me, that's something I had to not give a fuck about, because when someone else thinks about you and what you're doing, doesn't really matter. You have to believe in it first.
The key is, man, I'm going to be honest with you, you can't worry about what somebody else thinks about you, because that's a step away from failure right there. If you worry about what somebody else thinks about you, you're going about it the wrong way. Because where you start and where you finish is 2 separate, totally different things. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, we don't owe anybody anything in life. The thing is about getting up, getting to it, and going at it. Sometimes you got to move silent. You got to move quietly. You feel what I'm saying? To show people. You got to show people in silence and with success. Yeah. And it doesn't happen overnight necessarily. Again, you lose. I didn't lost a lot. I jumped out there. You know what I mean? But guess what? I keep getting back up. Yeah. And it's like a lot of people probably couldn't stomach the losses that I didn't lost. But see, that comes with it. You feel what I'm saying? Again, some people were made to be workers. It's okay. And some people are made to be bosses. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a way that you're conditioned. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to say you're a hustler if we know you're a hustler. Right. You feel what I'm saying? We know. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? We know. That's what it is. So a hustler doesn't worry about what somebody else thinks about them. You feel what I'm saying? When I go pop in and go to Steak 48 or Mastro's or something like that, back in the day and things like that, nobody... You know what I mean? I might have been out doing all kinds of crazy stuff during the day. But at the end of the day, they're going to take that money. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to still eat that steak. Yeah. You know what I mean? He might have came out of high rise. I might have came out of a trap spot somewhere. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? The game is when you just look at life in general, and get back to the question on how to get money if you got a 9 to 5. You got to figure out, and forget the music game. It could be any type of business. Yeah, of course. You got to look at the source, the number one source. You need money to do pretty much anything. So you got to do your research. The bottom line is you need to do your research. So you need to try to figure it out. It's a lot of YouTube videos and different how-to. You can learn a lot of different things. Don't just listen to anyone. You feel what I'm saying? And you put together a business plan, and it's little steps, man. You can't just build a house overnight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you're ready for it. You feel so. So the thing is, it's like you got to know where the money comes from in the structure. Whether if you're trying to go get some money to open up a restaurant, where's that money coming from? You know what I mean? They don't got like a distribution house to say, I need to go over there and get some money to open up a restaurant. I got to do all these different things and get all these people to taste this food and all that because I've been grinding out on the streets and now I'm gonna go get the money. No, you got to put together a business plan.
Yeah.
Business plan, and you got to look at the proper ways of doing it. So it's like with music, the same way. You need a business set up. So set your business up and then figure out the proper way to raise the money. And now it's going to take money to make money, of course. So that's where the grind and the hustle comes in. You having a job don't mean you're not a hustler.
Yeah, I think that's a huge misconception, especially like in this new era of social media. Like women, especially on the internet, women will like discredit a nigga because he has a regular job. But I'm like, every nigga that you run into, baby, can't be a trapper or a scammer or a rapper or whatever he doing to make money. Like, I feel like back in the day, in the old days, like say my grandparents, whatever, back then I think it was more respected to just be a hard-working man, having a job, out, getting to it, going up to get to work in the morning. Now it's like, if you don't come in looking like Flying Like Prime with the chains and the watches, they ain't gonna feel like you working hard.
Right. But the thing is like, well, I can tell you, it's like everything I've gotten with no help. It's from experience. It's from jumping out there, taking these chances, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose again. But you got to keep. You got to reinvent yourself. Like sometimes it might not be cool to do music if that's not where the money's coming in. Be realistic about certain shit. It might be better to do real estate first and then do music because see, music is a luxury. You know what I mean? Or an expensive hobby. Likewise, everybody, like, if you might like golf, but you might can't afford to play golf.
Yeah, because it's not cheap to play golf.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's unfortunate.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, so it's like you got to separate yourself, man, and just maybe try to do things that everybody's not doing sometimes. Not to say that don't do what you feel your passion is, but if you feel that music is all you got to offer, it's okay. But in my circumstance, that's not what the case is. And I feel that it's not everybody's case is like they could be worth much more than what they think they are. A lot of people don't know their potential or they might not even know, what their purpose is in life.
How does somebody find their purpose and how did you specifically find yours?
You got to keep an open mind, man. You can't just be, you got to keep an open mind and you got to just sit and look what makes you different from the next person. We all can a lot of us we can just get in the booth and record a song, but like how many people are actually going to make $1 million off of that one record? Or is that even possible?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? What are the odds? But a lot of us can't just go in there and recreate a computer program or set up a tech company or different things like that. So it's like you got to strategize a little bit different. Sometimes you got to take the long route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's okay to take the slow route. Don't get distracted. But the number one thing is you got to bet on yourself. You know what I mean? So if you only good as what you think you are. So if you selling right here instead of shooting right here, that's on you. And guess what you're going to get? The kind of results. If you're a fucked up piece of shit person, it's going to come out that you're a fucked up piece of shit person if you're not stand up. But a lot of things are like principles, man.
Yeah.
It's principles.
No, I completely agree with you on that. How big do you feel like reputation and your name is in this industry? A lot of times in the industry, like, you have your people that do everything the right way. You got the people that are doing shady business, and you feel me? What has been your experience in that regard, and how have you kept your name solid out here? Because I know there's a lot of people, even dealing with me, that have fucked their name off, or there's people that I personally don't want to work with anymore because their business not together.
Yeah, see, the thing is, some people just, I can't say they don't know no better, but a lot of it is like the simple things, man, with the principles and the morals and, values. A lot of people don't got these simple things, and it don't cost money to be solid. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's not in them. They could just be full of it from the start. And guess what? These are the people that usually like the gatekeepers. They usually always want to blame somebody else for their problems when things aren't going right for them. And when they come across somebody solid, which is rare, they don't know how to handle it. And they usually mess it off because, see, some people, they don't have morals or the simple principles, but a lot of it's from the upbringing. You know what I mean? You ever meet that person or meet a woman and you be like, get to talking to them for a little bit or hanging around them, and you look at them and be like, who the hell raised you?
Yeah.
Where did you come from? It's like those things really exist, but when you sit and do the research, be like, damn, she didn't have her mama when she was little. She lived at her grandparents' house, in the back house somewhere. She was out on the streets. You know what I mean? This dude, he couldn't play basketball. They always used to talk about him and shit like that. So he used to throw bricks at cars and things like that because his daddy was stretched out. But see, the thing is, it's like we all got those sad stories. We all didn't heard those sad stories.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a product. I'm a product from my environment. What I can tell you is like I'm still here. You know what I mean? My experience and what I've been through, you can't take that from me. I don't care how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Forget all the money and all that shit. That shit comes and goes all day long.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's about what it's really about. It's about your mindset. It's about knowing how to go back and readjust your mindset, to rethink things, to learn how to think differently, and knowing the reason that you want to think differently. You got to have a reason and a motive. You feel what I'm saying? Knowing that you might not know everything. You might not be as dope as you think you are. You might be doper as something else, but never settle.
And I completely agree with you on that. And I seen something, I had seen something on social media, basically somebody was saying like, if your friend is like just on the edge of blowing up as an artist or an athlete or whatever he is, whatever venture he's pursuing, and his other homies are just trying to walk in the same shoes as him, it shouldn't be that way. It should be, if your boy is on the verge of taking off, everybody should be focused on helping him take off.
I totally agree. I totally agree on that. Push whoever you can to win, because the thing is, some people be worried about what somebody else is doing, and that's the problem. Or they act like they want the best for somebody and they really don't. And the problem is, I think why people do that sometimes is because they don't feel that they have the potential, or they feel that somebody's going to leave them behind, or they feel that somebody owes them something. But what that should tell them is that if their friend done something, that means they can do something as well. That doesn't, whatever they might do might be greater than what their friend do. Who cares? But see, that comes in like to self-focus. You need to focus on yourself. Maybe it's something maybe that should help you in a positive way. If your friend is doing great, maybe you should change your mindset. Maybe it's something that's not clicking. But if you look at it like that, if your friend is doing great, maybe you are doing something right, because you still could be a positive influence on your friend to help him get there indirectly.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
Because you can help them lose it too.
Exactly. There's a lot of people with success that the people around them have helped them fuck it all off. Instead of helping them stay on the right path, they done been right there at front row for the destruction. So, I agree with you on that. Another topic I did want to ask you, basically, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, got drafted. So, I've been very close eye to that. It's a lot of people that have felt like it was nepotism, or they're bringing up nepotism, I guess, basically your parent having a position and like putting your family in there. Maybe they're saying like his son might not have got drafted if he wasn't in that position as LeBron James. But I feel like that shit has been getting done for so long.
On everything, man. You can look at you can look at that, but see, that's expected though, because you gotta sit and understand, like, if you're a superstar, right, doing something, and you got a son, and he wants to follow in the same steps as you, Of course, you want your kid to be a superstar, and you got the means to help them do that. You're supposed to do that, but of course, we'll keep having those conversations about that because see, you can sit and look at like certain artists. And their parents are right here, or they can make their kid an artist and bring them here. All that is exposure, and it comes down to the coin again. Yeah. Indirectly, it's the face value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just how it goes. I mean, look at Denzel and look at his son. His son is a great actor, though. You feel what I'm saying? But see, a lot of these are genetic too. At the same time, you gotta look at that. You gotta look at the genetics too. You know what I mean? If he couldn't play basketball, then that's one thing. But he could ball, so. You know what I mean? We can't say nothing, but it's expected, though. So what do we expect? But that shouldn't discredit the other kid that doesn't have all of that could ball, or maybe even ball better than him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He should still be able to be right there, too. But see, sometimes that comes into play, too, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like a coach, like coaches and things like that. Like, oh, his son plays here, and his daddy did this and did that. That shouldn't discredit the other people, man. But that's just the same thing in anything in life, man. That's why it's like I've always had the hardest, man. I've always had the hardest, the underdog, man. And you know what? I love it, man, because, my story is my story. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like nobody can take it back. And it's like, it's cool. It's cool, man. It just makes me appreciate things a little bit different, man. And what God has for me, I mean, he might not have the same for them, man. You got to understand. It's like, it's just, you just got to, we're all, I mean, say it like this. We're all in our own movie right now, man. It's just how you finish it,
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to get your opinion on that for sure. Also, I've been seeing a lot of AI and hip hop. A lot of people turning their songs into like 50 songs and whatever, SpongeBob voices. Is that something you fear or worry about in hip hop, or people taking this AI shit and kind of taking the artists and the creativity out of it? Like, is that something you ever think about?
I mean, the AI is one of those things. Is the future. What you got to just sit and figure out. Like, are you going to be are you going to be able to make money from it or not make money from it? Are you going to be able to work with it or not work with it? You know what I mean? So it's like it's going to do all of that. Everything we say. You feel what I'm saying? So everything is about evolving. We got to worry about how we can evolve more because of this AI thing. It should put us because it's not just a threat. It's something that's actually going down. There probably will be albums and videos and everything else AI. Artists don't even got to probably see a new Tupac album or something like that with Tupac videos, everything, man. And it might even sound good. It might sound good. We have no idea, man, but that's just what that's what they put in place. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like seeing the car outside with nobody in there driving.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not getting
that shit's crazy.
I'm not getting in the car.
When I was in Arizona, they have these cars driving all around town, nobody in them. Yeah. And I'll be like, damn. I see it in LA only a couple times, but every time I go to Arizona and Vegas, I see it a lot more. But there's people in the back seat riding in them.
Yeah, I'm not me, man.
You would never do it.
No.
That shit, to me, is kind of scary because I'm just like, man, like, I just feel like, similar to the movies, like, when you see people give every technology all the power over our lives, it just seems to go bad at some point.
It got to be tested out for a while, man. But you got to understand, computer is always some kind of flaw. It's always some kind of flaw somewhere. And for my luck, man, it's like, I get in there and it malfunction or something like that. So, you know what I mean? I'm used to going through things. So I don't want to be the one. And maybe 5 years from now or something like that, I'll get in there, test once it's tested out after a while,
Yeah.
But not right now.
Nah, that shit it is pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Do you believe this generation cares about longevity?
I really think that this generation is living for the moment. They're really not worried about longevity. They're just seeing what they can get or getting everything they can get because I think people nowadays are more worried about what other people are doing, or they're more worried about outdoing the next man, or just overshining somebody else and outshining somebody else. And I mean, the key, because you got everybody gets older regardless. People get tired of everybody one day. People always want something new. That's just how it is. So the thing is like when I was coming up, we've always respected like the our elders and our older people. That's what we were taught. Those are like principles and things like that. Nowadays, it's the less thing. People don't respect the OGs, and that's why they sit and deal with like the consequences on certain things, or things are just like going haywire about things like that because like the principles are not there. So you gotta understand there's going to be like different things and penalties. So like where people might not, you might only get like right now, like in music, you might only get like a 4 weeks, and that might be your whole career. Right. You might get 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You might not get, your hype might only be a week or 1 day. You can get 1 day and go viral 1 day, and that's it. Nobody ever heard of you again. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like the thing is, it's like the key. It should be like longevity because you got to know how to reinvent yourself, man. You're gonna always have to know how to reinvent yourself because one day we might be looking at this video and be like, damn, you know what I mean? I want to be looking at this video and be like, damn, I could do it again, and you would think it was done yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So the key is like you need to figure out how to, change your mindset and how to keep staying relevant. See, relevant is right now, but tomorrow is another day, and next year is another day, and it's not far away. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think they really worry about that. You know what I mean? Because people will be more worried about clout and shock factor, shock value type of thing. So that comes into play too as well. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I completely agree. Yeah. I think I don't know if it's like this. I want to blame social media because people just want to be famous so bad, but like I think with rap, just in general, even with just content as well, like you want to show people you can consistently do what you're doing. Like if to me, like you can blow up off one song, but like, were you prepared for that? Do you have a follow up? If your interview goes viral, do you have more interviews to drop? Like,
absolutely. I mean, I didn't see, man, it's crazy. I didn't see people with money invest a lot of money behind one record, a lot of money behind a video, thinking it's going to change their lives, and you don't hear nothing about them. You know what I mean? 600 views on their video. No monthly subscribers, no monthly listeners on Spotify, and they leave it alone. You feel what I'm saying? Because they didn't get what they were probably anticipating to get. Right. So it's like, as being an artist, any artist needs to look at themselves. What are their goals? What are they expecting out of this? That's why I always ask somebody, if somebody want me to help them or do something, like, what are you really trying to get out of this? What are you expecting? You want to go on tour? You want to be the one-hit wonder? You want to drop a single? You want to be around for 10 years? Yeah. You know what I mean? You want to drop 6 albums in 1 year? It's better when you got a realistic goal and go after your goal. Yeah. And don't even worry about the money part coming in. Because I don't recommend doing this if you expect to get your money right back that you put in on it. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody asked me to invest into their career as a businessman, because I'm a businessman, how would it make sense? How would I get my money back? That's the first thing I'm going to ask. Yeah. Like, dude, if I give you this bag right here, how will I get my money back? I know you're a dope artist, but tell me, how will I get my money back? Is it something that I'm going to have to do besides give you this bag to get this money back? Or is it something that you got figured out? I give you this bag, it's going to turn into some money. Yeah. And if you can tell me that with a business plan or a business proposal, I'm listening. I'm all ears. But most artists can't tell you that. Yeah. Because I know it's no guarantees. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you got to bet on yourself. Yeah. And that's why you got to get your own bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because, from generations ago, artists, that's all they would do music to try to get somebody else to give them money for their music. Yeah. Nowadays, it's different. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do music and hopefully get your numbers up, and you can go borrow some money from somewhere. You might as well go to the bank and get some money, or set your own business up, or get some passive income so you can invest into your music, because it's the same thing. Whenever you get some money, that money is owed back. Yeah. The company's entitled back to their money. It's just business. Yeah. It's just business. So, once you understand that, you'll know what you need to do. You feel what I'm saying? Whether if you got to go out there and dance or do something or whatever the case may be, or go on tour, put on a mask or whatever the case may be. And if that's what's bringing the money in, and Okay, you know what? It's a job. It turns into a job. Once you take money from somebody, it turns into a job. You feel what I'm saying?
Why do you feel people take money from the labels though?
Because they need it. They need it. They want exposure. They want to be that guy. They want to be the number one. They want to be number one. They want to outshine somebody. And they want their music to be heard. You know what I mean? They want a fair shot. People know that in order to get a fair shot, you need some money. You need some money behind you. You need some backing behind you. You feel what I'm saying? So I get that part. But the thing is, once you take the money, it turns into a job.
Now you got to make that money back.
It's a job. It's just like anything else. It's like if you go get some money for a restaurant and I got to pay that bank back. It's a job.
Yeah.
Or else it goes into default. The restaurant's going to shut down.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know?
Nah, I completely agree.
So that's why, like, when you're a hustler and you know how to go out and get money by like doing different things and you invest in different things and like that, then it like. You know, if you don't make money, it's like a business. If it works, it works and it brings money in. Or you have like a charity or something like that. That's what it is. You're not. You still getting some your bag over here or your bag over here, and you funneling this until this turns over to bring in revenue. But as a smart businessman, if it doesn't turn over to bring in this type of revenue that you need over a period of time, you disconnect it.
Yeah.
You feel them? You cut your losses.
Yeah.
And that's what people do with this music. They give people money for the music.
Yeah.
If they don't make the money back, I'm going to cut my losses. I'm going to disconnect you.
Yeah.
It's been happening forever.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. Everybody's not going to, everybody can't be here.
Yeah.
You know? And there's a lot of people that should be here.
Yeah.
You feel? And everybody's not going to get money from everybody. That's why they got to figure out the other alternative ways. You know what I mean? And you got to put yourself in the game. So sometimes you got to step back to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do.
And that, to me, that's very key what you said right there. And I think, I would say I fully just took a step back, but I definitely gave myself like a month to just pause and watch and see how things were going. And before I never really stopped filming, but I might not release as much content as I usually would because I'm like, sometimes you do have to step back and watch and see how the industry is working.
Absolutely.
And I feel like patience is key too, because you know, like you said, like you taking a small break to just figure out what's going and figure out what you're actually trying to do, what your goals are, and what you're trying to achieve can help you push further in the future instead of just shooting in the dark, you know?
Absolutely. You know, the thing is, it's like running track, man. I look at it like this, running track. You know, if I'm running laps, I'm not going to jump out there and take off in front of everybody. Yeah. If I don't know everybody, I'm going to study what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to wait until the end. I'm never going to pull out all of my speed at one time. Yeah. I'm going to wait until the end, and then I'm going to turn up when it's time to turn up at the very end because I didn't save some and I didn't see what everybody else can do.
Right.
So it's the same like with this music. It's like, yeah, you go at a pace, but I can turn it up. You know what I mean? So it's that's the thing. See, so a lot of people are worried about what other people are doing, so they jump out there again, and then they can't stomach if they don't see the results that they need to see right away. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like for me, because I've always been doing music, but I mean, it's like, I know if I make some merch, the merch will sell and it will put money in my pocket instantly, you know? So I can't take that away from what I do, and that's what I do. Yeah. I actually do cut and sew, you know, really cut and sew, not just get blanks and print on them. You feel what I'm saying? So I have a gift to be able to cut and sew and not just do it for myself or my brands, is to help other people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Bridging the gap. You know, that's what I do. And I like to see other people duplicate themselves, duplicate, what they're doing. So, when it comes to this music, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's like, it's set up to where I can wait, I can keep going, I can keep dropping or whatever. But it's like, I'm not worried about stomaching anything because it's something that when it's in you, it's in you.
Right. So
I think everybody that does music or inspired to do music or want to do music, figure out a way to bring some money in. For me, life is about financial freedom, which is passive income.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's about your money working for you. Learn how to make your money work for you, and you can do anything that you want to do.
Yeah. No, I rock with that for sure. I definitely. How does someone learn how to make their money work for you? Because I hear you saying it, and I know what you mean, but I feel like the average person doesn't really understand what you mean by that.
I'm gonna tell you why the average person doesn't understand, because they be so focused in and worried about what somebody else is doing. They got to focus in on themselves. They got to zero in. You know what I mean? When I say financial freedom, the first thing they should be doing is seeing what the meaning of financial freedom is. When I say passive income, look those two things up. It's the same thing. It's about investing into something, or figuring out a way to where the money comes in. Once you set up certain things or do certain things, there's a certain amount of money that comes in, on a regular, or at the end of the month, or whatever that you have that you can depend on. So you don't have to do things that you don't want to have to do. Again, you can do, sometimes you have to do what you got to do until you can do what you want to do. So if you need to work to save $10,000 to invest it into a business or certain things like that, or set something up that'll bring money in, some might bring $1,000 a weekend or $1,000 a day. Yeah, that's what you want, but it's going to take money to make money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen like that. So you got to be realistic too, though. And the thing is, you might not always. You got to learn. You can't just expect to get money and just give it to somebody. You need to know what you're getting involved in. I'm not telling somebody to get involved in crypto, Bitcoin, and different things like that, because that might not be. Only way I would do that is if I actually learned it myself.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If you don't know it yourself, I wouldn't necessarily depend on somebody else to make money for you.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Don't depend on somebody else to make money for you, because the thing is, it's like the music game. You know what I mean? Somebody, they'll worry about themselves like you should be worried about yourself. Because if you're not worried about yourself and you give somebody else some money, why would they make you some money when they could just make them some money? Think about that. Yeah. Think about that. Why? You know what I mean? Shit, you better be playing a major part, a major role. You better be actually hands-on or actually doing something. You being able to bring value. You know what I mean? So that's the key, is about bringing value to whatever you do as well. Make yourself valuable. Read something, learn something. You know what I mean? Get interested in something that other people don't have, or other people don't know about. That's the key.
Right.
It's about being valuable.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Making yourself valuable.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we do music, if everybody does music, how's everybody gonna be valuable? You feel what I'm saying? We all got the potential, but if that's all we do, I mean, we're putting ourselves in a box. You feel what I'm saying? It's bad enough we don't have the certain outlets that everybody else has, especially being from out here. Everybody don't get behind it, man. I'm not gonna walk inside Foot Locker and they playing some independent, hip hop. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to the car wash and they playing inside Target and they playing some independent hip hop. That's not gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like we don't have no radio stations that do that, so it's like. Damn, what do we do? What do we do? And then you understand, we have shows and things like that. All the homies want to get in free anyway. Yeah. Or they want to go see somebody else. Or people so quick to support somebody they don't know than did somebody that they do know.
Why is that? That's one of my biggest problems.
Because they really don't believe in the person that is doing what they're doing, and people support other people that they don't know because. It's called the weak mindset. It's called the weak mindset. It's okay to support somebody that you don't know, but you should support your homie the same way, or even not better. It's the same way why people, people buy high-end designer and they don't buy small brands. No, me, I do. I support the small brands. I'm total opposite, man. I much rather give my money to a smaller venue or a smaller restaurant or a smaller bakery than a chain. Than a chain. Yeah. Because I always want to. But the thing is, a lot of people, they're not really business minded, and that's the thing. Sometimes we got to change our ways. Sometimes people just want to do the artist thing and things like that. But in order to be a company, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't want to be a company. They want to put that on somebody else. You know what I mean? And I get it. Everybody can't be a boss, but you still have to at least have the know-how, the knowledge. You need to acquire some knowledge. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, I completely agree with you on that. What would you say personally is a good investment these days?
A good investment is like a service business, I would say, because first of all, you think about what you like. This how you go about it. You think about what you're into, right, or what you like. You do some research on that business, see how much the average person is making doing that type of business, or you see what your competition look like. See, the thing is, I like to do what everybody else is not doing. That's the bottom line. So I look around at like other countries and different things like that, or certain things that interest me. You know what I mean? So I do my research like that, and I see how much money the thing is bringing in. If you like young and going to school, go to the career center, man. Go to the career center and see what jobs are hiring and how much people are making before you even choose your major. Sometimes, you feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes your major might not. Sure, they might only hire. They might not even be looking for those type of people. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like if everybody trying to open up a restaurant or be a nail tech or do lashes, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? It's like that might be the wrong way to do things, or everybody's trying to sell T-shirts or something like that. If you're going to do that, figure out a different method or a different strategy. It's okay to be different. Don't follow closely behind everybody. You can learn something, but you got to grow your own branches. You got to grow your own branches. So, and the thing is, you got to be able to get out in the field. You know what I mean? You can't call yourself a hustler if you don't. If you don't hustle, you're not a hustler. You feel what I'm saying? It has to be in you. So those are the things, and always, for me, whatever it is, you got to always have businesses. You got to set up business. That's the first and foremost thing before anything. Learn the fundamentals of business on how to set up a business and how a business operates. That's the first and foremost thing. Or else you're just always going to be an employee. You're not a boss if you can't set up a business or know how businesses operate. It doesn't cost anything to learn how businesses operate or how to set up a business. It costs money to set up a business and pay fees and things like that. But these are the fundamentals of being successful in life. It's learning how the different types of businesses, the different structures, on how they operate. You can't really take classes for this. You can, but on how they operate, you know what I mean? Learn why it's important to have a business bank account, why to have a business bank account, why to make sure you have great credit and good credit, how to fix your credit, how not to mess up your credit, and things like that. You have to look at every business that you are into or that you want to pursue. How are they operated? How do they get money? How are they funded? You know what I mean? So when you understand those different type of things, it'll make your life a lot easier. So you can have some things to strive for and set up a plan, a business plan. You know what I mean? Write some things down, and it's just one at a time, man. Don't be like, you don't have to be in a race with anybody. And it's called tunnel vision. You got to stay focused. You can't be over here doing this one time. So you got to understand, if you're taking, it's no fast route sometimes. I always had to take the slow route.
No, I can rock with that for sure, because it's like you just building your shit brick by brick.
Brick by brick, man. A way out of no way.
Why have you never been like closed off to other options outside of music?
Because I made everything outside of music. Everything I've done was outside of music to help me do music, man. Like indirectly, like I always thought, like when I was doing music, that I was going, okay, I'm gonna do music, and then once I get some money, I'm gonna start a clothing line, right?
Right.
It happened the other way, man. I was doing music, but I started a clothing line, and I started selling clothes, and it turned into a business for me. And then once I got everything right and I learned the structure and got all the way into it, what makes me different. So I learned to cut and sew. I learned how to cut. I put myself in these positions. You got to utilize people in the right way. You know what I mean? I learned to how to create shoes, how to make shoes. I got mentored, and things like that. Sometimes it's okay to learn things. Sometimes things, it's not always about the money, it's about the relationship. It's not always about the money, it's about the relationship. And sometimes we get around certain people, especially like, the one thing people need to learn in life that I would say is, if you get around people that have money, the last thing you need to think about is their money or how you can get some money out of them.
Yeah.
You need to figure out what's up here. What did they do to leverage? You know what I mean? What is their way of thinking? How would they think? How can you make money with them or bring money to them so you can make money with them?
Yeah.
Not take money from them, but how can you make money with them, not take money from them? These are fundamentals and very important, because I'm more intrigued about somebody saying, look, man, I got this money. I want to make some money with you. I'm in. I want to invest with you. What do I need to do? What do I need to learn? I'll sit right here. Instead of somebody saying, though, man, show me this and show me that. And then can you help me make some money? You feel what I'm saying? It's like, but you got to understand, it's been so many times, man, I don't ask nobody for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm my own man. And nobody owes me shit.
Yeah. You
feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if I got the opportunity to be around with somebody, and I only want to be around people that got more than me anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, it only makes, that's the only people that I got time to really be with.
Yeah.
It's somebody that got more than me, because those are the ones that I can learn from. You know what I mean? Or I can build with, mentally. It ain't about the money. It's about what you learn, man. It's about what you acquire.
Yeah.
Mentally. It's about the know-how. You feel what I'm saying? It's about the similarities. It's about seeing different things. And it's about your mindset. You got to know how to recondition and rechange your mindset. That's the key. That's one of the keys to longevity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how into politics you are, but is there anything you want to say about, it was a debate, President Biden, and Trump. Are you into politics? Is that something you care about at all?
Well, the thing is, it's like, let me tell you this. I'm not really into politics, but yeah, I go for Trump, of course. When him being indicted, probably be the first president that's being indicted going back into the office.
Yeah.
That's. I wish he didn't get indicted, but because what happens with that. But with that being said, it's like, that's going to change a lot of things. I would say, like, probably in a good way. The reason I say in a good way, it will hopefully give other people second chances.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They should overturn a few different things, because sometimes it's like, you might not agree with everything. You don't have to agree with everything with the law, but you have to go by the rules, of course. So they say. Yeah. So you have to respect that, but like, I think in these certain type of situations and things that they can maybe make some changes in a positive way and overturn things for the better. You feel what I'm saying? So that can maybe help give people second chances in life and change some things up in life and what they've been through, and give them other opportunities. If you really look at it like that, that's how I look at it. It's like if he gets back in office, which I hope he does, it's like it'll give, like, hopefully they can change things for convicts and things like that to make it like, oh, he got this, now he can do this. Yeah. He can do this again. He can do that again. Yeah. So, that's how you got to just be more optimistic about the situation. But other than that, I don't really get into politics too much. I'm going to tell you why, because I would never rely on one man to make a decision for me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
That's why would I do that, man? Yeah.
You know
what I mean?
I agree with you.
Like, that's not their responsibility. You get in here, you vote for the president like he's gonna just change for me and bless me directly. No. And that's the thing. I'll be worried about somebody else, man. It's like me. You know what I mean? It's like me. Like I love sports, man, but that's like I don't get the chance to like really watch sports all the time.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I'm too busy doing what I'm supposed to do for me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? When I'm watching sports and I'm cheering somebody on, right? Listen, when I'm cheering somebody on, I'm watching the Lakers. Yeah, I love the Lakers. Cheering them on, you really sit and look at it. Who's your team?
Warriors.
Okay, so you watching the Warriors, when you cheering them on, right? Guess what you're doing? You cheering on some rich people.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I hope they cheer for you.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That part right there. So I'm working hard so they can cheer for me one day too. You feel what I'm saying?
I completely agree with you on that shit.
That's all we doing is cheering for it be people. It trips me out when you sit and look at things, bro. You be at the game. We might be at the game at the Lakers game or whatever. It'd be people in there that be like, damn, they spent all this money for a ticket or a seat, and they doing all this, and they got to get up and grind hard in the morning. And it's like, damn, they probably got this ticket instead of paying their rent, and then they down there cheering for these rich people.
Yeah.
You think anybody on the court gonna help them pay their rent?
Hell
no. So the thing is, I worry about staying at tunnel and do what I'm supposed to be doing. When time permits for me to have fun and watch these games and do all of that, I do all of that.
Yeah.
But during that time, I'm on the field practicing. You know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, I completely agree with you.
That's just my mind state, bro.
Anybody that's putting like their own self to the side to go support something else.
Yeah.
That's not really ideal.
That's what I'm saying. No. See, that goes back to the thing. So, but if it's the homie or the homie's kids playing high school football or my little nephew, I'm there. I'm there.
Exactly.
I'm there because that's my own.
Exactly.
These are my people. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. So it's like when it comes to music, I know I'm not going to be going to the big things unless it's like one of my friends or something, or if I got something to do with it or whatever. I doubt if I go, man, unless I'm taking somebody and they want to do it or whatever the case may be. But I'll go support the homie at a local show because that's the homie.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you just got to respect it because it's like, will they come down? You know, will they come down and go to their concert? I think not.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to support, man. You have to support.
Are there any goals that you have for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year goals, yeah, drop my new collection. Finishing up this TV series. Wow. I have an insurance company too called Choice Life Insurance. Yeah. I have that. So, we got the insurance company. Goals, create some more passive income, man.
Yeah.
Create some more passive income. Probably start shooting this other movie that I'm working on. So that's pretty much the goal I want to do before the year let out. You know? Yeah. Probably drop like 2 or 3 more projects.
I think you've already dropped 2 projects this year. Fly Dollars Volume 4 and Diamonds as well. You got a new single out now, a lot different. Y'all make sure to go tap in with that. Any new music coming soon that the fans could be expecting? Yeah, I got a video that I just dropped with I haven't dropped it yet with Chef Boy. Yeah. I got that. I got a video called Chili. We're about to drop that, and I got about to drop a full tape. I got like some songs with Big Sad that we got in the cut. Yeah. Sugar Free. She got a few records, man. But I'm about to buy probably, where we at? August, July. I'm gonna drop probably like 2 projects between here and September. Yeah. Full length projects, like 4 or 5 visuals to each one. So right now I'm about to start dropping those. But it's like more filming. The Hip Hop Circus Season 2 comes out in I think in the fall. So yeah, watch out for that. And we're about to work on the Bang Bang Betty Part 3, the action movie on Amazon. So I'm going to be doing that as well. And then, doing my own thing right now, just on my own little independent, flick. So that's what we're going to start doing as well. So I'm pretty tied up. So that's why thing is I like to stack it up. I like to stack up the work, man, and work hard. Instead of doing 1, I like to do 2. Yeah. If I'm shooting 3 videos, I need to shoot 6. Yeah. Because the thing is, you got to push yourself, man. You got to push yourself, man. I'm getting ready for a Spartan challenge too. I'll be doing a CrossFit thing too a little bit. So I'm gonna be doing that in August. I just got to get that out the way, man. Like climbing through the mud and over the barbed wire and all that, carrying this heavy sandbags. Yeah. The thing is your own leverage, man. And, then we do this flag football league too. So it's about
it's about, doing what you like to do, creating your own financial freedom, and creating your space. And it's like, what can I say? I'm a living testimony. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still here. I done made it. I didn't think I was gonna get up out of my 20s, man. And I looked up and was like, oh shit. So, it's like the reach one, teach one, man. I don't do no gatekeeping and none of that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm on, man. It's the elevation, man. Elevation.
Is that something you've had to deal with in the past?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Nobody want to help you. You understand, the more you do for yourself, the more you do for yourself, the more people don't want to help.
Right.
So you got to look at it like that. I use the negative aspects from other places to create a positive aspect for my life. So, the more and more that I see people, going if somebody's going in the right side, I'm gonna go to the left side.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you just you gotta stay in the tunnel, man. It's not about competing with nobody, because we only got one life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna live it up, man. And it's like, if people know what I got right here or what I've been through, I mean, shit, when you get there, I mean, more power to you. But don't just keep it. You know what I mean? So I'm giving it out. I have no problem.
Let me ask you this, though. With experiencing gatekeeping and people have done that to you, why have you chose to do the opposite as a person yourself?
Because it doesn't hurt. And the thing is, I've from where I come from, man, if I would have followed and listened to everybody that I was around, I wouldn't even be here today. So the thing is, I choose to create a solution to the problem. And you don't run from the problem. You face the problem and create the solution. So with that being said, that's all I know how to do is just give back, man, because I know that people, I got to change the narrative, man. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. It's like, get some money and just move out the hood. Yeah, you might move out the hood, but you don't act different when you get some money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's about creating value, man. It's about duplication. And it's not going to hurt. How can it hurt, man? How can it hurt?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is, we can sit and talk about it all day. We can say, oh man, he do this, he too big, he do all this. Nah, man, but we could actually, it needs to start from within, man. You know what I mean? It's like, we know it's a problem. So how come you can't be a solution to the problem or be part of the solution? Yeah. Hopefully it'll be more people, trying to bridge the gap and, different things like that, at the same time.
Nah, I agree with you on that. Do you have like a distribution deal with GT Digital or partnership with them?
Yeah. I got a shout out to Gold Toes. I got a deal with GT, a partnership. We got a partnership, GT Digital.
Yeah. And how's that been for you?
Through the Empire. It's good, man. I'm gonna tell you why it's good, man. Because I can call and get somebody on the phone, man. You know what I mean? If I need to do something or some leverage, I can call and actually talk to somebody.
Yeah.
It's like, going through some of these other distro, you can't talk to nobody. You got to send somebody an email. I could talk to them. It's like we could talk about like family stuff. I could talk about strategies.
Yeah.
I could ask questions. I could be like, man, I don't want to do this, or should I? You got somebody down here that could do some promo down on the down up north or whatever. Can you do this? Oh yeah, let me check it out. Let me call. Or what you think about this record?
Yeah.
No, I think you should drop it like this. I think you should shoot it like this, and you should roll it out. Somebody that cares about it, man, not just taking money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's and that's really the thing, man. It's about it's about relationships, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's about somebody being you want somebody that's actually active into the game, that really understands the culture, that really likes to that loves the business, man. You know what I mean? It's like GT is like, I can call, get them on the phone, send emails. They support. Here, post this, do this. Yeah, I mean, they do that, man. Some people, man, you can't even get them on the phone. You don't even like, huh? It's just it's a money grab for other people.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know how much you're getting. You don't know when you get no money. You might not be getting no money. Music get flagged, all kinds of just don't even make sense, man. It don't even make sense. You know, you want other people that are actually actively involved, you know, that actually will listen to what you're doing, man. That you know. So I mean, it's a partnership, joint venture.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I do what I need to do. I'm still, you know, independent. We all independent, but you know, it's about unity and the umbrella. You know, at the same time. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know.
No, I agree with that.
Which I'm the same way because I got artists too.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same thing. They call, get me on the phone, talk to me. It's a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? That part right there. I can, you know, shoot out to Houston and go straight to the office. It's all good. You feel what I'm saying? It's like Toes could come here. I can go there. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Do you have any final words before we wrap it up?
Man, you know, I just say, you know, if you doing music, keep hustling, man. Just keep hustling. Keep dropping music, but try to put strategic. Put a little something behind it, a little strategy. Don't. Some people just depend on just uploading a video on YouTube and putting the song out, uploading the song. I mean, we got to do more than that. We need to stick together more. We need to plan strategically. We need to stay away from some of these people that just try to get at us. They used to be in the music industry to take money from us. You know, they can't do nothing. That just promise you that they can change your career. Nah, it's not going to happen. You know, stop giving money to people that can't really leverage or really help you. You know, a lot of the information is for free. And if you are paying, you need to be paying to a direct platform that you see results, because a lot of people are just middlemen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, man. It's like if you're not getting no money, because a lot of these labels ain't around no more. If you're not getting no money, or just go get you a job somewhere else, man. Stop saying that you work here and you used to do this, and we don't care about what people used to do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So I'm just my advice to artists, man, and just don't be scared. Just drop that shit, man. Just drop it. Just drop it, man. It's okay. Just drop. Let's go, man. You know, we do this. We do it for fun, man. Do it for fun. You know.
Can you talk to me about your watch? I've been noticing it this whole time. Like, what type of watch is that right there? You got
Yeah, this is I got this in Vegas, Richard Mille.
Yeah.
Right here. You know, I do a little gambling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I got this probably about a year ago.
Yeah.
It's like an elephant tusk right here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It's one of, you know, I'm a watch collector, man. I'm a watch connoisseur. That's just one of my things, man. You know, I'm the type of person that would get to watch before a car.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's just what I do. That's just always been my thing, man. Because, you know, it's like it'd be a bunch of us, and the first thing we do when we see somebody, we look at their watch. Yeah. We grab their wrist.
Yeah.
You know, I got a friend like that, a few friends like that that play in the league. Like, let me see your watch. You know what I mean? So that's what we do, man. You know. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's like, you know, homies, and like we'll even like we'll give people watches and just different things like that too, man. It ain't never really been, you know, about that. But none of this stuff don't make us, man. Yeah. You know, yeah. It's about about knowing your worth, man. You know what I mean? Your net worth. You know, what you value yourself is. You know, what your real wealth is. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all about it's all about your intentions, man. See, that's the thing. It's all about your intentions. You know, if it's pure, man. If it's solid, again, people gatekeep, but real ones always not end up getting the real ones anyway, because that's what it's always been. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? If you are that solid and you that person, it always manifests, and you're gonna get to who you need to get to. It just sucks that it has to be gatekeepers, man. Yeah. And sometimes gatekeepers sometimes might be somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if we did, it'd be a whole nother show if I told you about all the gatekeepers I know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part right there. All the gatekeepers are oh man, hey man, what's up? Hey man, what you mean what's up, man? You see, come on, man. You see what's going on, man. You could have been just made this and put this together, and you could even probably look better, but it ain't like we gonna, you know what I mean? It's just what it is, man. Yeah. But it comes to a point too to where you try to understand why people gatekeep, because somebody else might do wrong or might not set something up, and the problem is I can't, at the same time, I can't expect everybody to be solid like me. You feel what I'm saying? I know how solid I am.
Yeah.
So I understand somebody might have messed that up in front of me.
Yeah.
And that happens. We understand that happens. Somebody can mess something up in front of you. But it's just like, it's like women, man. It's like, you know what I mean? If I judged every woman about the different type of relationships that I've been through, I would hate women. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't. I judge everybody as an individual. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we got to do. You know what I mean?
Well, I think something I had to learn, especially when I was starting off with this interview, having my own platform, is I can't go around expecting people to have the same moral expectations and do the same things as me, because they don't do it. They don't think you'll get your fucking feelings hurt out here expecting people to feel and move the way you would move. You feel me? A lot of the way I feel like the way I move and the way I think, that's someone who has the same morals as me, and a lot of times it don't happen.
Nah, it's tough, man. Because see, what you gotta do is, like, I move off energy too. You feel what I'm saying? You know, if the energy's right and you got some integrity, I mean, we go from there. You know what I mean? All we can do is see. You know, but if it's bad energy, I don't need it. It's not healthy for me. I need to disconnect myself away from it. You know, and that's what other things could be involved in. Other factors can be, you know, come into play. You feel what I'm saying? You can meet somebody today, but they might be on drugs or some shit. We don't know. Yeah. You might just think that that's them, and next time you see them, they might be down or acting crazy or something. So it's like, you know, I much rather be around myself than be around somebody else that I really don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to know the energy, and then you got to see what somebody's pure intentions are.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I completely agree with you.
You know, so that's just, you know, the energy is everything, man. Good energy is good energy. You feel what I'm saying?
No, straight up.
Yeah.
You already know we got Fly Like Prime in the building. I appreciate you pulling up. Dope interview on the way. Give me an Instagram so I know where to follow you at.
You can reach me, IG, Fly Like Prime, or you can reach me at Star Status Club, IG, Fly Like Prime, or Star Status Club.
You already know, you locked in with the Innovators. We got the best interviews right here. Have my guys Fly Like Prime in the studio. Dope interview on the way. I appreciate you pulling up.
Peace.